Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode here of the Minecraft Progression Series. That's right, we're back. Back again with the wonderful 1.3.2 update, and apparently I am locked at 120 frames, which is interesting, because that wouldn't be my VSync, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. So, lots of stuff has changed. This is a huge update. I'm so excited to get into this. If we take a peek over there, we can see the wheat farm we worked on last time. We take a peek over there, we can see the tree we worked on last time. Did a harvest of the wheat farm in between episodes, by the way, and I got a count on how much wheat is actually in there. Okay, that is new. I've literally just updated the world here. I've done essentially nothing. I drew up the signs of what we're going to go over for the update. But, okay, those guys aren't actually getting out, so it's all good. Okay, we have 2 boards to go through. Not full boards, but, here, I'll let you in behind the scenes here. We come to Minecraft 1.3.1. We're in 1.3.2, but the 0.2 update is a very small update that just fixes a couple of bugs, including one that makes you fall out of the world, so we won't mess with that. We'll just go ahead and update. So this page, you can see all of the updates we've got. Huge page, and then all of these updates we'll go through in a second, and we get down here to the bugs. 41 bugs fixed. Now, none of these were super impactful to us. The Silk Touch giving player only 1 slab from double slabs. I never noticed that happening, but I guess it does. The water destroying solid blocks from above I did notice, but wasn't a super big deal. Yeah, huge update here, and one of them, well, probably outside of enchantments, we've got enchantments being added. We've got the biggest update, I would say, here. Let's go ahead and, yeah, black screen for a second there. All right, so let's go over the actual nitty gritty here. So first off, emeralds, emerald blocks, emerald ore have all been added. Ore can only, whoa, my sense is really high for some reason. Emerald ore can only be found in extreme hill biomes, so we'll need to go find one of those, and they're quite rare still in those, so that'll be a challenge. Ender chests have been added, so we can craft an additional inventory essentially that we can harvest with a silk touch pick. Tripwires have been added. I don't really have any tripwire based plans, but it's a new item, so figured it's worth the shout out. Golden apples and notch apples have been added, and we're going to need a lot of those at some point, but gold farms aren't easy, but they're technically possible at this point. More on that in a minute. Book and quill have been added, as well as signed book. Again, not really anything planned with them. Is it getting nighttime? Nope, it's fresh day actually. But same as tripwires, they're new, so it's worth mentioning. All wood types of stairs and slabs. Kind of messy grammar there. But we were talking in the last episode about how we had the additional kinds of planks, but we didn't have the stairs and slabs, so we just did oak for the house over there. And now on this update, we finally get all of the wood type stairs and slabs, and also sandstone slabs, but I didn't make a sign special for it. I figured I'd just mention it there. Desert villages exist, desert pyramids exist. Villages could spawn in deserts before, but now they're specific to the desert. They have the sandstone buildings and whatnot. We have a village over there in a desert, kind of just behind ours, that I don't think I've ever showed, but I've referenced a couple times. It will still be just a regular plains village, but I don't know who's walking around behind me. But then desert pyramids and jungle temples, obviously, neither of these will spawn in the biomes we already have, so we'll have to go looking for those, which will be probably kind of annoying, but It's all right. We'll go look. And then we've got the three biggest things, the two that I'm very excited about, and the one that's cool but obviously not as big. Directional logs, as we've talked about many times while building our various trees. Up to this point, logs could only be placed in one direction, up and down. Now you can place them sideways. Look at that. I'm not going to go back and edit the two that we've already done because that's the point of progression. Even if the stuff looks bad, I'm looking at that house right there. I'm not going to go back and edit it unless it's something that is broken, like significantly in some way that's causing issues, like those chickens will eventually be. But for right now, we will not be using that. But going forward, we will be using the sideways logs. Next up, level 30 enchants. Enchanting up to this point has been level 50, up to level 50. We've done one level 50 enchant, and we've been having horrible luck with our enchants. This is our last good pick. Diamond Axe is bad, Shovel's bad, Silk Touch Pick is good, but it's nearing the end. And obviously I haven't even bothered enchanting anything else because it's expensive. So now we have level 30 enchants, which is nice, and also the odds of getting more enchants has been upped for the same rough, well, it's significantly cheaper, but the rough cost is lower. Pick that down a little bit. I'm throwing my mouse all over the place here. But we also have another way to get enchants, which will be through villager trading. We should be able to trade for enchanted armor and tools with the correct type of villager. And the plan is to abuse villager trading very much, and hopefully we'll be able to end up with some pretty broken stuff. Villager trading will get nerfed at a certain point, but as of right now, we should be able to trade effectively infinitely. And then that'll get patched out, and villagers won't be as good until like 1.16? Is that the update where villagers get really good again? I don't remember. Obviously mending, whenever they get mending is the big one for them. But still, that's going to be a main focus of today. Can't wait to get on it. It's going to be great. Next, one-click harvest equals no durability. Previously, if we were to go knock down wheat over there and I were to use this sword, every wheat I break would be taking a durability from my sword because it was technically breaking a block. Now, anything that takes one click to harvest, such as wheat, carrots, potatoes that don't exist yet, netherwort, anything like that will not take durability, which means we can use a fortune tool, probably a pick or an axe, just for the sake of, to be able to get more bang for your buck. For seed wheat specifically, you'll get more seeds. You won't get extra wheat, but the extra seeds are nice. You can use it for some things. I've kind of already done the big wheat task, but you know, what can you do? We finally have harvestable ice, with Silk Touch, obviously. I think this is the point. I thought there was one more flip-flop in there, but I think... Ooh, you can actually go into the chat now as well. I didn't mean to do that, but you can go into the chat, which we couldn't do in the last update. I thought there was one more flip-flop back and forth between harvesting ice, not harvesting ice. But yeah, it seems like Silk Touch can harvest ice now. Nether portal leaks. What that means is stuff in the nether can come through portals now. And really rare chance, but pigmen can just walk through, spawn through your portal, which means gold farm is technically possible, but it's not going to be good at this point. So we could do kind of the like grid of portals thing, but I don't know if it's worth my time, honestly. Slabs and stairs flipped on place. Let's see. So previously, when doing upside down stairs, you would have to place a block and then place them on it like that. Same thing with slabs, but now it's been changed that you can look at the top part of a block and place it upside down, which is the same way it is in current Minecraft, which is Very nice. We still don't have corner stairs, but we can actually place them now. Again, would have been very nice for the house over there. Gravel texture changed. Not again, super big of a deal, and I wouldn't normally mention it, but it does make our path look different because the gravel texture has changed for like the 8th time in this series. That one's a pretty significant change, though. Netherwort can be grown in the overworld. Yeah, that one's grown a little bit. That one still hasn't, but we can make that farm out here now. We don't have to make it in the nether. Signs and buckets stacked 16. We don't have any of those, but trust me, they do. I guess I could break all these signs down and show you, but they can stack up to 16. And I believe signs also craft for 3 each now. So that's very nice. Cocoa beans are farmable. We wanted to do that a couple episodes ago, but found out we couldn't do it yet. And that is because you couldn't do it until now. So I've got, I think, an interesting idea of a farm to do with that I might end up building. It's not going to be this episode, I'll tell you that, but at some point. Books now are no longer just 3 paper. They require leather, which is why we farmed up quite a bit of pre-update books in the farm over there. And mine more per click means previously there was a delay between how many blocks you could break per click of an item, and now that is gone. These tools aren't quick enough. I thought maybe, but I don't like that. But now speed mining has become a thing that can happen in theory. We don't have the ability to do it, but that'll all change once we get beacons in a couple updates. Next update? Maybe? I don't remember. But yeah, pretty huge update. And so thing I'm most excited about, the villager trading. We're gonna get in on that right now. And we'll see how much of it is like interesting to look at. I might do it on my own and then show you my updates. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. First trade. First 3 trades. Let's go. First ender chest. Alright, here's what we had from that original setup of the wheat field. And here's what we got from 1 full harvest plus a replant. Not as much as I would have expected from all of that, but takes a while to do, but we do get quite a bit of wheat out of it, and I think I don't have a flesh trade, so maybe those don't exist right now. But I think I'm going to do wheat trading to start off, and we'll see how that does for me. Gonna fill up the ender chest and run back over. So we have gone ahead here, took our 2 inventories full of wheat, and have traded up to about 3 stacks of emeralds, and we kind of just went through a lot of the trades trying to see what there was. So these are our spoils. Nothing, you know, well, I should say pretty good luck, honestly. We got full set of diamond stuff except for a shovel and pants, and then full set of chain other than pants. Wasn't really trying for the rest of this, was just seeing what I could get, really. So it's time to go take these. We have the wheat farm set up that we can farm essentially infinite emeralds. We can also use paper, coal, iron, all of the base things that we have to trade up into emeralds, which can get us a pretty full set of diamond stuff, missing the pants and the shovel, obviously, but we'll keep trading up into that, hopefully. So it's time to go try our luck enchanting these to get a full set of like good stuff finally. So guess it's time to go sit at the spawner, right? Well, you fool. One thing that I did not mention on these boards is that the game has finally been updated to a point where you get experience for mining ores. You saw not every single one of them there, but ore from taking things out of furnaces and ore from breeding. Ore from breeding. Experience from breeding, experience from mining ore, and experience from taking things out of furnaces. Not from trading yet. That won't come for a while. I'm tripping over all my words here. But we have multiple ways that we could get leveled up here. Important note, this is still full 30 level enchanting. It's not 3 with the lapis and the preview and all of that. That comes in 1.8. But we can actually get up to level 30, do an enchant, get up to level 30, do an enchant. Makes it a little bit more difficult. In newer versions, I like to go 30 and then, build up by threes, maybe get to, 42 or something, and you get 4 enchants there right in a row. So we can't do that, but we have multiple ways to get our enchants going. And it's time to enchant these, I guess, other than the hoe, and see what kind of luck we get with the new enchant system. Level 30 on the pick. That's pretty good. Level 30 on the axe. That is very good. Level 30 on the second axe. Worse. Sword. That's pretty good. Helmet. That's very good. Chest plate. And finally, we've got the boots. That's alright. So, based on those enchants and the quality of stuff we got out of them, obviously this isn't all perfect, so we'll need to do some more. But based on the general quality of this, you can kind of see the loop that we're looking to build here. We can take the wheat, paper, iron, diamonds if we really want to, and trade them up into emeralds, which we can then get these unenchanted tools and armor pieces that we need to find the missing ones. And then we can very easily take those and convert them into level 30 gear with the new enchanting system. So that leaves us with a couple of things we need to do. First off, I think we're going to go over and start picking out the best villagers from there and getting them sorted out into some cells out in the plains. I think that's going to be one of the big things we do over there, is some various villager stuff. I'm going to start pulling those guys out. We can also work on getting a much better enchantment place than the village, but that'll probably be a project for between this episode and the next one, but I'm very excited about it. You also might notice, inventory-wise, full of torches. I went ahead and did the full torch grid for the entire swamp, which means we can go ahead and get rid of light grid, though we will need to light some up in the plains while we're working with the villagers, because they will be out of safe zone for a little while. And one more thing, this version has some issues. While using the farm, the zombie farm, there were a lot of visual bugs of zombies getting out of their cage, and here we had chickens visually getting out of their cage. But it seems like all the chickens have glitched into the wood and died, maybe? At some point. I've been in the area for a long time, getting these torches laid out, but, yeah, kinda unfortunate there. Oh, and I should go check the villagers too, actually. We do have a lot of eggs, so we can replenish, but that is annoying. Let's go check on these guys real quick. I have not checked on the iron farm at all during this update, so that could potentially be a problem. Let's throw that in there. Okay. We do still have some villagers. Yeah, that should be all of them. Though, knowing this, I am going to replace these blocks with glass, I think. And hopefully that'll work. So, anyway, we're gonna start working on the villager stuff, so I'll give you an update on that in just a second. I have created quite the problem here. If I try to click to get out of this minecart, I click into the villager's inventory. I built my building over there. I'm trying to start getting the fellas moved, but I don't know. I need this guy to walk, but I think he still thinks he's trapped in the minecart. I don't know what I can do about this. Ooh. So we managed to make our way out of the trap I was in a minute ago over there. Actually, a couple hours ago. The best method for getting yourself out of there, the villagers kind of glitch if you accidentally click into a minecart they're already in, so they don't move, and you just have to leave the game, rejoin the game. And that is the only way to get back out of the cart and you have to wait for the villager to move as well, but they stop being glitched after that. But we have moved some of the villagers from there over here. Probably all of the ones that I'm going to do for right now. I already took the path I was using out. I'll tell you something. I forgot how annoying original villagers were. They're just horrible to work with. Boats make transporting so much easier, and the new breeding system, like, I've been grabbing them out of the corner of the breeder over there, and I can't pick who I want at all, so a lot of them I had to filter back in, and in the end, I wasn't getting any blacksmiths, so in the end, all of the guys that I brought in here, I just ended up hand-picking myself. But we have got this structure here, the village is right there, the breeder's right there, obviously. And this isn't complete. I just made it unspawnable, and then you can still see the redstone from the doors on both sides. But pretty simple building. As a Mark 1, I thought maybe we can get more in-depth as villagers change and become better. This is kind of Mark 1. Finally used the jungle wood for something, which is kind of nice. And then we've got the door here. That, I don't know, I kind of like that. It's just something simple to make sure zombies can't get in here, and also that these guys can't get out, because I'm not entirely convinced that they won't be able to glitch through the corners when I load chunks or reload the game. They haven't yet, but I don't know. I also made the inside kind of ugly because my options were glass or slabs as far as making sure they wouldn't suffocate if they did go into the block on a chunk loading. So yeah, here's where we're at. This chest is just a bunch of general stuff that I brought to trade with or traded for. And then here, I actually didn't trade for boots, I guess, but we have all of the diamond tools and armor pieces in here, not necessarily for as cheap as they can go. We've got boots on that guy, pick, helmet, pants, shovel, axe, shovel. That guy I have not traded with at all. I kind of ran out of emeralds towards the end here. Pick. You must have a lot more. Yeah, chest plate, axe, pick, sword, helmet. Yeah. So that is all of our pieces across many different guys. But had to do what we had to do. So this guy was a meh wheat trade. It's kind of middle of the road. I found a little chart that showed me the possible trades I could get. And this guy's alright, not terrible. These two guys are both bad. They have pretty much the same line. They lock up on the gravel plus emerald for flint trade, which is one of the craziest deals you'll ever see. This guy right here has the best glass trade, 1 emerald for 4 glass, and then a clock, which isn't great. This guy has the best redstone deal, but the worst glowstone deal. Also an unbreaking axe, so you can get up to 4 glowstone. This guy only has 2, and you can get up to 4 redstone, which this guy has. And then you've got a bad chest plate trade. This guy, 14 books is, I believe, the second highest you can get. But we also have a 12 book villager, which is the best you can get, but then the worst possible paper you could get. And then, you know, for the money, we also have a written book, which I have done that trade a couple of times. But also, ooh, you know something that I hadn't thought about? If I shut this door, I don't have a way out of here. Well, what do you know about that? Huh. Alright. Well, I'll need to think about that. But we have a way to get all of the diamond stuff, and so we can start working towards a couple of the other projects. This update, I it seems kind of buggy, so I don't know for sure that I want to stay in 1.3.2 for as long as I was planning on doing. But I plan on doing a lot of farms in this version. Two pretty big ones I'm going to start working on here, like, pretty soon in this episode or the next one. I don't know which one I'm going to do yet, so you'll have to see in a second. I also think I'm going to do a couple small things in between, so you might get some clips of that. But yeah, here's our villagers, and we made a lot of progress, and I need to fix this door. Wow, where are we? This is so weird. Anyway. we, I decided, I think I said in that last clip I didn't know what I was gonna do next. I decided, we went ahead and built the Ender Mark 1 here. I don't even know if this technically is an Ender. It's the ring variation here. Go ahead and climb up here. Also, don't ask me why it's so close. The way we spawn on the pad, I decided I wanted to come this way instead of that way. And because I came this way, I've had to slab space up there that you can see to make the spawn rates work. Don't ask me any questions. I just like it better this way. Anyway, we can climb up here and take a look. I should have been climbing the whole time I was talking there. Once we get up here, we have, oh god, working here has been a nightmare. I actually haven't fallen off though, which is kind of crazy. So we've got these 2.5 tall rings that block the Enderman in, so they can't walk out, obviously. The water there is to prevent them. They can teleport up to 32 blocks from their spawn cage, and obviously that water tunnel there covers that. So here we've got these 3, well technically 6 half slabs stacked up there. On the bottom we have a row of buttons. Above that we have 2 rows of vines, and the rows of buttons are there to stop the vines from growing. And they're positioned so that 40 blocks up here, the Enderman will drop 40 blocks down, hit the ground, and some of them will die, but most of the time they will be left on half of a heart. And the way that we accomplish that is, my inventory is all messed up here, by the way, as I'm sure you can see. So the way we accomplish that is using the brand new tripwire hooks. So you you give them a space to spawn in, and I hope none of these guys are like triggering on me, so that when I get down there I'm gonna get messed up. But you give them the 2 spaces to spawn on here. They spawn on the platform. They're 3 tall, so they hit the tripwire hook. Tripwire hook fires to fire the whole row of pistons, and it knocks them down. As you can see, rates are insane because we're out here in the end, and we've slabbed. Rates weren't good, now they're good. And so basically, if we take a look up here, and also put this back, because they could technically spawn there if I don't have them there. We built this up from Y2 all the way up to Y 124, I think it went to. The rule is you can't go above 128 with this version, otherwise you'll kill your rates that way, in addition to the big land mass that I chose to not destroy or avoid. So then we can come down here, and yeah, it is a pretty quick process here. Starting from 0 levels, we can get up to 50 in, I don't even know if it'll take a minute. Obviously, the most efficient way to level up in this game right now by a long shot, and really it is still, well, in modern Minecraft it's probably not the most efficient, because you could full AFK some stuff without, you know, even needing to be there. Yeah, sorry. I've got a YouTube live stream I was waiting to start that just started and the music started playing. Yeah, it's in modern Minecraft, there's obviously more efficient ways to get levels, but obviously this is much faster than anything we had done up to this point. This is way faster than the zombie farm, and ooh, they'll hit you sometimes. So I also, obviously these were just full of like building stuff and an axe, and I don't have really any of my other stuff out here, because I pretty much took it all back yet, or already, but we've got our enchanting setup, and I brought a couple things to start enchanting here. Haven't had much luck yet. The helmet's alright, but I just grabbed the pieces that we had left over from villager trading, and I'm going to go ahead and enchant those. And I need another good work pick, so I'm hoping to get efficiency 4 and breaking 3 on one of these, but we'll see. We now, this is essentially completed our goal. Now we have the villager trading a couple different systems to get the emeralds to trade up into the diamond stuff, and now we have a way to enchant the diamond stuff with, you know, pretty much as easy as it can be. We'll get to, I forgot I was doing level 30 here. That thing starting really distracted me. Let's do an axe. Level 30 on the axe. Really good. Efficiency 4 and breaking 3, fortune 3. Quite good. So yeah, once I'm done here, I'll probably fill my inventory up with these, run back. Also, I might run out of food pretty quick here. It goes fast. But yeah, we've got, I need to check the length of what we're working on, and see where we're at. We might end here and do the ending clip, or we might do another farm. I've got another farm built that I haven't shown yet, but it wasn't working the way it did in the video I followed, so I don't know what to do about that. But anyway, yeah, this is a huge step for the world here. We have the easiest way in the world to get enchants now, and didn't actually take that long. Honestly, slabbing stuff up there took me a long time because I had to get to those weird areas that I couldn't quite reach normally, and had to avoid falling off the world. And I actually just left, there's a chest up on the island with all my good stuff. But yeah, this has been a huge advancement for us, and it is definitely going to get its quite a bit of use. You can see I should have done this roof out of slabs, but I didn't, so the chests are just spaced one by one, and then, I don't know, they'll probably all get filled with ender eyes, and then, or ender pearls, and then probably enchanted books when we get those, I think, next update. But we don't need to worry about that right now. We're not doing, it'll be, I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes before we see enchanted books or anything anyway, so yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a second once I figure out what we're gonna do next here. So we're back from our trip to the end there, and we got that farm built up, and it's gonna be a pretty easy process to get our diamond gear going now. So went ahead and finally made the full suit. This is pretty much the stuff we did at the beginning of the episode, except for these, which I enchanted at the ender there. So our stuff isn't great. I've got some better axes and some good shovels. Swords and picks are bad, and boots and helmet are really the only good pieces. Got a little bit of everything though, and you know, we don't take too much damage anyway, so it's fine for now. But at least until we get books, that is, and of course that'll open up some new opportunities for us. But I went ahead, and this is the farm I mentioned I had already built in the last clip there. Sun's going down. Bad timing on starting up there, but we're back over here. Went and slept. Yeah, so I went ahead and built one more farm based off of another YouTube video I found of the time. Go ahead and link that and the Ender video in the description, by the way, in case you're interested in checking either of those out yourself. But this is, oh, I didn't realize, oh, I forgot. I need to cover the shell here. You can actually see into the redstone and stuff. Basically, this is just a bud switch based wheat farm here, though. So the way we start, we grab a seed. Let's take a little step back. We place the seed. The system reads that that block has changed, which updates the piston, sends a signal to this dispenser, which is full of bone meal, throws us a bone meal. We click it, that update pops the piston. Well, it informs that piston that the block has changed, that piston fires, the piston below retracts and brings it back up quickly so the farmland stays tilled, and then this dispenser also gets a signal going up and above it. It throws a seed, place the seed, same thing happens, bone meal, seed, bone meal, seed, bone meal, seed, bone meal, seed. So one problem with this, if we click and hold, yeah, it goes a little bit too fast. And I tried messing with some, yeah, and it's just off from that point. I tried messing with the speed of it, and it doesn't seem to want to work. At least this version of it doesn't seem to want to work. But this is alright. We already have that huge wheat farm. This is kind of just an additional thing that I wanted to build. This will break. It can't be long before this breaks. I would imagine 1.6, I think, is the big redstone update that breaks almost everything. I'd also like to get one of those cool elevators that you used to be able to do going in this world, even though those won't last for a whole lot longer. But yeah, this is just another little farm added to the base here. Here, I'll throw this in here. So we built it kind of near the mushroom farm and our zombie farm there. The big thing that I want to accomplish here is we have so much land available here, and I think in the next episode we're gonna pillar up and look at it from an above point of view. But we have so much land available here. We want all of our farms to be available in the swamp, and we really haven't used that much of it. In fact, you know, a lot of it's out in that forest over there that's not even the swamp. But we have a huge list of things that we want to get done here. So I'm thinking next episode, maybe next 2 episodes, we're going to put some time into getting a lot of these done and ready to go. Wheat farm is done. Boom. Cactus, pumpkin, enderman, done. But we have lots of stuff that we can do here. Slime farm, not finished. That's probably where we're going to put the elevator. We also want to redo all of these mountains with dirt, as we did over in the other section. The pigs, the cows, cactus, pumpkin, portal room over here. I think I've got a design in mind. It's going to be small, because we can't do the big portals. They all have to be 3x2, so that's kind of an unfortunate thing, but we'll do what we can. We need to connect the nether up. As of right now, we have all of our nether stuff, like, you know, we've got paths to everything, to the end and to the village. We don't actually have one here, but the skeleton farm has one, and the jungle has one. But we need to actually set it up to be connected, and then we also want to have the a general, you know, central nether hub going, which is on that sign. Yeah, portal room, wart farm. As of now, we can put that here. We need a big smeltery. I've just been taking furnaces out and using them when I need, and that's obviously not great. But we do get experience from the smelting stuff now, so that's nice. I'd like to get like a nice big enchanting house somewhere around here. I've got an idea for that as well. I need to clean up the skeleton spawner still. That is a mess. I haven't been over there in forever, other than dropping by to pick up bones and stuff. We need to get the pathways between stuff, but obviously we can't. I want to see where stuff is before I start laying the paths out fully, but I also need to pack stuff in before that works. Tree farm, we'll probably wait until we get a wither to do that, so that'll be next update. Vine farm, we can put pretty much anywhere. Wolf house, self-explanatory. Blaze farm is in the nether. Cocoa beans we could do as of this update. Villagers we're not going to bring into the swamp, I don't think. And then ice farm will probably be up on top of one of the mountains. I'm thinking we might have a path go around this corner of the storage room, or around this way, that will go pretty sharply. We'll have to do some terraforming, but pretty sharply up that mountain up there, and then we'll have an ice farm up top there. Because it's biome based and height based. I don't even know if the height thing is added yet, but obviously we're not near a cold biome here, so we're kind of limited. But yeah, we have tons of stuff to accomplish in the swamp here. Plus, I want to add some more like general, you know, obviously this house isn't great. We built with what we had, but yeah, need to get some more general like just random houses in. Maybe we'll move villagers in after all is said and done and have them just live around. But also want to add some more like spooky decoration stuff. And then obviously I feel like pathing really adds a lot to bases like this. I feel like it really brought that area together quite a bit. But there's plenty of us for us to do. Also, we had another sheep escape, so we need to get these guys. We need to fix this whole situation as well. That should really go up on our to-do board. But in any case, hope you enjoyed the episode here today. This one felt kind of weird, very, very jumpy. I worked on our biggest projects off camera and just kind of gave updates on them, which is weird. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it regardless, and I thank you for checking it out. Another episode of the Minecraft Progression Series. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. See ya!